From hotspots to hidden gems, this is your guide to all things local, the LA Unscripted way, from one of the most elite private classic car collections in Southern California. Coupes and convertibles, roadsters and race cars. Buckle up, antique automobile enthusiasts. The San Marino Motor Classic is just around the corner. But before the Lacey Park celebration, a pit stop for a sneak peek. Hello, marvelous motorheads. I'm Dana Devin, and LAU is revved up about one of the most prestigious car shows in Southern California. August 23rd and 24th, over 500 amazing autos will be on display. And now, why the only in LA attraction is a gas.
The cars on the field really come from Southern California, which is the car capital of the world. When you think that Lacey Park is an hour drive for over 14 million people, there's no shortage of cars. The 2025 San Marino Motor Classic will be held at Lacey Park in San Marino. You can walk around and look at cars, and we're on 35 acres of cars. But there's also a lot of vendor booths selling all kinds of stuff. And we also have a automotive art expo and sale. You can have lunch, you can see the art, you can buy things from the vendors, and you look at the cars and talk to the owners. And I think that's pretty much what a car show should be about. The San Marino Motor Classic is the extension of what was called the Los Angeles Concours d'Elegance that was held at the Rose Bowl. It was put on by the Assistants League of Los Angeles at the behest of one of their board members. And they just didn't make any money. I live in San Marino, and we went to the city and said, how would you like to have a car show? And the city manager just thought that was the best idea he'd ever heard in his life. And he had one requirement, and that was that we incorporate a San Marino charity, which became Rotary, and we got the park. In essence, we would be raising money for charity, we would attract the best cars we could, and it would be a family event. We wanted a concourse level car show that was serious about judging and recognizing the best cars we could attract. But we also wanted a show where a family could come in for $100, bring 2 children, maybe under the age of 12 would be free, and buy lunch off of the catering trucks we had.
Yeah, we do make a lot of money for charity, and it's a vehicle that we can funnel into our charities. For the most part, we like being part of the community and really making, contributions. We're all volunteer, and it's a big deal for us to talk about that we have no paid employees whatsoever.
The classes of cars start with antique cars with the inception of the automobile, say around 1900. So we'll have a class from 1900 to about 1915, and then we'll have a class that goes from, say, about 1920 to World War II, and those are our classic cars. But then we'll have a class of Ferraris, and we'll have 3 classes this year. One is a Model 308, which is celebrating its 50th anniversary. We want people to come who are passionate about the cars, want to see them, and want to enjoy them.
And if you like that, your chance to win 4 tickets coming up. But now we're shifting gears. Let's see where our Olivia De Bortoli is racing off to.
35 acres, that is so much space with so many aircrafts. Why do you guys have so many?
Because this is a third Altus Air Force Base. It's been around for 107 years. We've had a lot of airplanes here. And my goal is to get every airplane that has ever flown at March, I want at this museum. So we have 116 airplanes, starting with the Jenny, which was the first airplane ever flown here before World War I in 1917. And we have next generation fighters here as well. Yeah. So we're showing the kids that come everything from start to finish. Out of the 72 Air Force bases in the country, March is the third oldest. It's been around for 107 years, a lot of history. Bob Hope started his USO shows here, and because we're one of the oldest Air Force bases, every airplane starting with World War I has flown at March. So this museum basically preserves the future for the past. When they come here, they can see the mighty might of our Air Force, but they can also see how in history, when we started biplanes that were propeller driven, and now we have these high-speed jets that just whiz around everywhere, and you can see it all here. Plus, because we're adjacent to an active Air Force base, this is like an air show every day.
For me, it's a very, very special place. I kind of grew up in this area. My dad was stationed at this base when I was a kid. Oftentimes, while he was working on weekends and things of that nature, I would come here, and this was essentially my baby, so I'd walk around, and I grew up around the airplanes here and the grounds here, so it holds a very, very special place in my heart. The great thing about SoCal, our SoCal Air Show here at March Air Reserve Base, is that we have a really diverse lineup of who's going to be flying. Not only do we have military aviators, we also have a lot of civilian aviators coming out, and they're going to be doing a lot of cool like aerobatic things and things that'll really kind of wow the crowd.
What is this room?
So this room, this area really is kind of like a timeline of our aviation history throughout the years, right? All the way from when we were Army Air Corps all the way to the modern Air Force today.
Whenever you see a young kid out there or even an adult out there and they see the aircraft flying, they're in the awe, and it just kind of builds that dream of, hey, I can do something different, even if it's not in aviation. Just having that thought process, I want to do something different, strive for something greater than what I'm doing now.
I love that you guys have kind of different uniforms going on, but here we have a bunch of uniforms.
So these are a little bit different than your normal daily wear uniforms. Like the Air Force, we were very rich in our heritage and culture, and a lot of these come from different units and organizations, and we call these party suits.
Our history in aviation runs deep, especially in this area. And so I hope people come here and they get inspired, they have a better understanding of where our American aviation came from, and they understand what the military does for its country.
We are off script and off-road at an undisclosed location where some of the most jaw-dropping vintage vehicles are stored. And if you're stoked about what you see, make sure to motor on over to the San Marino Motor Classic. Next in the driver's seat are Jasmine Simpkins with another roadworthy hotspot. Can you handle this torque?
So Tomat is a farm-to-table restaurant located in Westchester, right near LAX. We have a first-floor dining room. We do coffee and pastries in the morning and kind of a casual fine dining dinner Wednesday through Sunday. We have an event space on our second floor. We can do meetings, private dining, parties, a whole range of things. And then we have a rooftop terrace where you can watch the planes fly right in from LAX, and it's beautiful.
I spent a lot of time in this community, so I always love checking in with the businesses in town. And I heard you guys just made it to the Michelin Guide.
We did. It was a massive surprise, especially after being open for only 5 months. And yeah, we're super proud.
Harry's a medical doctor. I did my PhD in global health. We both came from the health world. We met in the Gambia in 2013. In West Africa. Nutty story. He's always been an incredibly talented chef. It was always our kind of 10, 15-year plan to open a restaurant. But my mom's dream has always been to open an independent bookstore in Westchester. That dream came to fruition in 2020. This space next door was always going to be a restaurant. There was a restaurant group interested in creating a concept here. They ended up pulling out, and Harry and I jumped on the opportunity.
Wednesday is the busiest day because I go to the farmer's market in the morning, bring everything back. It's kind of the start of the week. We prep everything for the week ahead.
Oh yeah, I had to roll my sleeves up for this one, guys.
Our bread has been a massive hit. We do a take on a Persian style flatbread, but we've turned it into more of a focaccia. Our salads are really fantastic, and then we do a fish and chips. You can tell I am British. So
are you British? I couldn't tell.
One of the dishes that we're really proud of is our duck dish. We use amazing duck from Sonoma, and we've paired it with a mole based off of a Persian stew. We're kind of having fun with being where we are. We're in LA. Let's kind of celebrate all these different cultures.
My family has a really long history in Westchester. My parents both grew up here. My grandparents are from the area. I grew up in Montana, so I don't feel, I'm not a true Westchesterite, but in some way I'm kind of fourth generation. This area is beautiful and it has a really tight-knit community, a really kind of lively business district, but there's not a lot of diversity in terms of food and food options, so we wanted to fill a niche here. So it's very much dinner and a show. And we love people hanging out at the bar. If we have time, we can kind of chit-chat, but there's always something fun happening, and we hope people enjoy kind of the open aspect of it and being invited into the kitchen.
Coming up, we have the keys to unique rides you will want to try. This LAU has some serious horsepower, plus your chance to text to win tickets to the San Marino Motor Classic. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Honk, honk. Welcome back to LA Unscripted. I'm Dana Devin, and before August 24th, San Marino Motor Classic, we are cruising around the chairman's private car collection. Aaron, will any of these classics be at Lacey Park?
Absolutely. This 1931 Chrysler Imperial CG dual caliber Phaeton should be on the lawn.
Oh my God, this is such a cool car. You guys, show me the lights that you showed me earlier.
Well, these are called pilot rays, and as you turn your steering wheel, these lights will turn with the direction of the car. That's a big deal. This is a dealer option, which was a stone guard to protect the radiator, and we have dual horns.
The horns are amazing. Why can't we have horns like that nowadays?
Well, you can buy those air horns and bolt them,
tape them on.
Tape them on the side of your car.
And the show isn't just car and candy, it also fuels the soul and gives back to the community.
We all love cars, and it's a vehicle to really do what we like to do, really is give money to charities. We have several major ones. Pasadena Humane Society is a very big one. The Cancer Support Community of San Gabriel is big. The Rotary Club of San Marino, and we grant them money at the end of the day, and they funnel it to other charities as well. And then the last one is Give Mentor Love, which is a fabulous, fabulous charity.
They save lives. They saved my life. There were so many times that I wasn't gonna make it past a certain age. They saved me.
Give Mentor Love Foundation is a nonprofit that serves children who have been rescued from the sex trade in LA County. We give the things that they need, whether it's physical material things or it's education or dental expenses or mental health care. We mentor them one-on-one. We also mentor them in group homes.
Give Mentor Love has changed my life. I consider this my life. I consider this my family. Donna has helped me many times to make sure that I'm okay. She's helped me get jobs. She's helped me get into school. She's helped me do so many things that I didn't have in my own life.
The children and the young adults who we serve and Give Mentor Love Foundation, they're kind of unseen. I call them the invisible children. Give Mentor Love Foundation has just opened its very first LA County commercially sexually exploited children transitional living. It's exclusively for these children. So we help them with education, we help them with all the social and living skills, etiquette classes and such, so that they can heal and become a thriving adult.
To see where I was back then and see where I'm now, I wouldn't believe it. So believe me when I say they saved lives.
We just do what we can, and we can't do it unless we have people like Aaron and Valerie helping us and supporting us with the monies and the funds that we need to provide for these children and young adults. It's very special that the San Marino Motor Car Classic has chosen Give Mentor Love Foundation to be one of the beneficiaries of the funds they've raised during this classic weekend.
Now that's piston perfection. And this fine-tuned machine has a lot more under the hood, plus your chance to win 4 tickets to the coveted car show is coming up. So keep us right here on Cruise Control. LA Unscripted is motoring back in, and this is how I rolls. How about you? Ha! While I drool over this beauty, check out what else is on the LA approved local list.
Pause is a studio that offers modern and holistic wellness services. We are for the everyday type of person. So we do services like cryotherapy, we do IV infusion, vitamin shots, we do infrared saunas and cold plunges. We also have flotation pods, also known as sensory deprivation tanks. And then we have robotic massages like the Escape. We have full back, lower back, mid back, glute focus. So with the masseuse, you're kind of telling him what hurts and what feels tight. With the robot massage, it knows, it does a full body scan, so it's able to kind of go in the areas that you need it to.
When you first lay down, the robot scans your body so that the placement of the hands are accurate.
So we're seeing a lot of influencers coming in. Welcome to Posty.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
Nice to meet you. My name is Brian.
I'm Dana.
We're excited to introduce you to our robot massage.
A robot massage. I cannot wait. Let's go try it.
So the airwear is, the reasoning for this is because it is an oil-free massage. The machine will scan your body, and this will actually help the arms glide and target the muscles that you need it to.
I love that you don't have to get the oil in your hair. Exactly. Oh my God. Okay, I'll put these on. Stay tuned. Okay, I'm all in my airwear. So all I have to do is hit this, and you're completely by yourself with the robot. Okay.
The reason why a lot of people really enjoy the Escape massage in comparison to a regular massage therapist is it allows privacy. I think a lot of times with the massage therapists, you know, people have that social interaction, and not everyone wants that social interaction.
LA Unscripted is all about showing you the unique side of local life, and wow, it is really fabulous here.
The oldest car is a 1925 Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost.
Okay.
And the newest car would probably, in this little row, would be the 1937 Rolls-Royce. Flying A Garage is a name we gave to this warehouse because when I'm home and I have to come up here, I tell my wife I'm going to the warehouse.
Okay, tell me about this beauty.
Well, this is a 1956 Mercedes 300 SC Cabriolet. They made 50 of them.
Oh.
And it was the last series of Mercedes to be hand-built. When this car was manufactured, it cost more than a Rolls-Royce. We didn't intend this. I started collecting cars, and I was keeping them in all kinds of places, and then this became available, and I started putting them here, and this is what we got. We've been here for about 17 years. Give it to a lot of charity events. We don't do any private events, but we do a lot of charity events. Okay, this is a 1937 Rolls-Royce Phantom 3. They only built 721 Phantom 3s, of which only about 21 are convertibles.
And so this was actually in the Rose Parade.
Yes, it was. We were fortunate to have Billie Jean King, who was the Grand Marshal, and she was fabulous. Crowd loved her, and she was just really into it.
If you had to pick your favorite car in this building, which one would it be?
Well, probably the 1929 Duesenberg. And this is a 1929 Model J. They made 2 of this body style. This particular coach was built by Murphy & Company, which was here in Pasadena. Oh. And they probably put the bodies on more Duesenbergs than anybody else.
When you're out and you're driving these cars, what do people do when they see you on the road?
Well, sometimes we get thumbs up.
Yeah.
And then we get people hanging out of their car with cameras. but you learn to, when you're driving it out in public, to be very aware of who's around you because they could be gawking and then
Oh,
just
yeah,
drift into you.
yeah. Okay, so you said this car is the most important one in here? Why?
Yes, because it's my wife's former car. And she had it for 30 years and put almost 300,000 miles on it and raised 5 children in this car.
She comes to visit it?
Yes, and she pets it, and she's very, very emotional about this car. And I could go into it more, but it speaks for itself.
Are any of these cars going to be at the San Marino Motor Classic?
We'll probably bring this one down because it's 100 years of Chrysler this year.
Oh.
And this was Chrysler's first entry into the luxury car market. So I think some people might be interested in seeing something that has some meaning.
Now your chance to win 4 tickets to the San Marino Motor Classic. Text the code word CLASSIC to 515151, and on Sunday, August 24th, you could be parked at one of the most elite car shows in the country. Good luck. Well, our time has been exhausted, but you still have time to get your tickets to the San Marino Motor Classic. Thank you so much to Aaron Weiss for letting us go off script. I promise I didn't leave my fingerprints on a thing. But where will we be next? You never know. We'll see you next time, everybody. Mwah.